think about yesterday. Your smile, your style so fly.
Alright guys, welcome back to the sawmill. It's February the 20th, Wednesday. This month is flying by. Before we get started on the video today and I crack open this walnut log, I want to throw a date out here to you guys. Now I live in Kingsport, Tennessee, which is located in northeast Tennessee. I'm about an hour from North Carolina, and I could be in Virginia in about 5 minutes. And the reason I'm looking over here is I had a coyote run through this field a few minutes ago, and I'm trying to see if I can get a glimpse of him. There's a lot of coyotes over here. So anyways guys, March the 2nd is a Saturday, and from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is a grand opening of the Kingsport Inventor Center. It's like a maker space. I've got to become good friends with the guy that's running that place, and my buddy Freddie over on the Redneck DIY channel, or he calls it Got It Made now. Sorry, the Got It Made channel. He's done a lot down there in helping those guys get started. Me and my wife went down there about a week ago, and they got some really nice tools they got down there. Got some CNC machines and just some really nice stuff. Some stuff I need up here one day eventually. But the grand opening is going to be the 1st of March on the 1st and the 2nd. I can't be there on the 1st. I got some other things going on. But on the 2nd, I plan on being there that morning. And they're going to be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm not sure how long I'll hang around there. I'll probably get there about 10. And I'll stay at least till after lunch, I would assume, maybe even longer, I'm not sure. Depends on what I got going on here at the mill. For any of you people that live in this area that want to come out and meet me or just want to come check that place out and see the tools they got to offer, I'm going to leave a link down below to the address and also the date of the event. And I'll be there from 10 a.m. to maybe 12 or 1, something like that. I don't plan on being there for the full day, but I'll be there during the morning for sure. And I'm going to try to bring some walnut slabs with me. I'm not sure if I bring some of these ones I've sawed up recently to display or some that's already been dried. I'm not sure yet. But anyways guys, if you live around northeast Tennessee, come on down there and say hi. March the 2nd, 10 a.m. Don't know how long I'll be there, but the address is down below. I'll be there at least till 1 o'clock. Let's say that. That way if somebody's planning to go, they're not going to plan for the afternoon, and I won't be there if that's the reason you're coming. So I'll be there from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm dedicating my time for 3 hours right there. May stay longer, depends on how it goes. And if they feed us, hopefully they'll feed us lunch. So anyways, put that in your calendars, and there's a link down below to the address for that place. So anyways guys, back to the matter at hand, more important things. Some more black walnut here on the sawmill. Let's go over the dimensions of this log, and I'll show you some crotch features on the side and kind of give you some tips on what to look for if you're out looking for walnut like this and there's no crotches on it. Alright, let me grab my measuring tape. I had to get my coffee. Getting a late start to the day. It's 2 o'clock. I'm just now getting up here to the mill, but I got a sick boy in the house. So me and the wife have been trading off nursing duties, taking care of him. So down here on this end, the operator end, our diameter is 19 inches. We got kind of a cloudy day between these rainstorms. It's been flooding in this whole area all week. But it should make for better video footage without that sunlight coming through the back of the building. Now right here at the top, there's a hole. There's another hole on the tangential plane above it. Now I inspected this log before I bought it, and this one came from that log yard in Virginia last week we've done the video on. But as you can see, this is a hole, but use your knife. That's about as far in as you go. So there should be no issues there. And you know, I'm not really worried about that. Either one of these right here will be fine. But it did make me get this log a bit cheaper though, because it was ruled as a defect on the log yard. Okay, well this is a crotch log, and I know what you're thinking, there's no crotches on it. Well, there is on the side right here. And what we have here is a limb that was cut off of this log, because most of your loggers, almost everyone I've ever dealt with, they want a nice straight log when they take it to a sawmill to sell it or wherever it goes to. They don't like their crotch hanging off for 2 reasons. Number 1, the large sawmills don't want to saw anything with the crotch on it. Number 2, these don't stack up well on a log truck. When you go down the interstate and you see these big massive log trucks going down the road, you notice all the logs are nice and straight. This is something to look for when you see some walnut, when you got a nice knot on the side of this thing, or a limb rather. And this is a good little diameter limb that was coming off the side of this tree, 21 inches. So what you gotta think about when you see this is there's gonna be crotch figure in the top right here, because that grain went toward this limb to feed it nutrients. So that's what's going on here. Even though it's a flush cut log on the side, we will still have crotch figure. So that's what you got to look for, guys. And logs like this with a big knot on the side, I think he priced this one as a one-face log, which means he graded one face of it because the other 3 faces were full of knots and defects. So that's a really cheap log, but it's really valuable because you don't have a crotch like this hiding in it. You know, one slab out of this will pay for the log almost 5 or 6 times over. So that's just something to look for. You go to a log garden and start buying timber off people if you got a sawmill. Look for these trees when it comes to walnut with these big limbs on the side, because they're going to be cut flush unless you instruct these guys on what you're looking for to leave the limbs on here. And when they are, there's still crotch wood in here, and I'll show you guys in a minute when we open this up. One more thing before we get going here. I know there's always one more thing. Get the saw head moved out of the way. The other end down here, 20 inches on this diameter on the other end, and our length is, if I remember right, it should be exactly 8 feet on the length of it. A lot of knots right here sticking up. Kind of favors a burl just a little bit on both sides. Kind of a cat face here on the bottom you can't see. I don't know, there might be some surprises hiding down here when we open this thing up. We'll do our first cut here on the top, get a reference face to work off of, rotate it 180 degrees and get to sawing, and I need to drink my coffee before it gets cold. Too late on that. All right, guys, let's open it up. And for anybody that's wondering, the cat is in the barn today. She got a little wet this morning. This is Mama Cat, by the way, in case you're all wondering what her name is. My wife found her in the road about a year and a half ago with a bunch of kittens. We've been stuck with her ever since. When you start sawing into this bark, it'll show us on video all the time, but I always like to check and make sure there's no gravel and rocks sticking out of this bark. There's some dirt in there. Nothing I can do about that. But I have to make sure there's no rocks sticking out. Rock will mess up that blade in a hurry. viewers out there, this is very important when you're after this crotch wood and there's no limb to reference from. You want to make sure this knot or the limb that comes off the side is perpendicular to your saw blade. That way that crotch wood's going to be revealed as you make the cuts down into this piece of timber here. Very important, because you don't have that big limb sticking out here to see. You got to kind of eyeball it and make sure this is perpendicular. But I got 2 slabs cut so far. The first one's going to be decent. The second one should start showing some crotch figure in it. So this is the first slab. This is the bark side. A lot of sapwood, which is expected here. We probably won't be throwing water on this one. A lot of sapwood here on the sides, a little bit of heartwood in the middle. But this is our first slab, so it should get better as we go down. Let's grab the second one and see how it looks. Just for reference, in case somebody's wondering, 18 inches wide. And in walnut, anything over 10 to 12 inches, I believe, it's probably more like 12, is considered premium. So this is some nice stuff right here. Dust off. So before I scrape it off, we should have the crotch figure right here starting to come out. There it is right there. The next slab should be better. But there's the crotch figure coming out. Looks a whole lot better with water on it. You can tell what you're looking at. We got some nice crotch figure coming in on this slab, so it should get better as we get deeper into the log.